Change from STEM to esteem and esteem to esteem was something that I've been talking since last few weeks. Now because I was talking about that, somebody asked me, can you please elaborate on emotions? How to educate emotions? What is emotional intelligence? So for that, though I'm not the person who studied the emotional intelligence, but emotional things that I've studied according to the Daniel Goleman is something that I'll be discussing today to help you understand what sort of emotions I'm talking about and how these can be worked out. Hi everyone, this is Dr. Akshita Bahuguna, and as an Edupreneur, I've been talking about entrepreneurship education. So there are two aspects, entrepreneurship and education, and both aspects require emotions to develop and grow. It has been seen that the entrepreneur, the people who has more EQ, entrepreneurial quotient, or emotional quotient, employ the people who have higher IQ, intelligence quotient. Having more emotional quotient, having more of emotional intelligence help you to build your network, to build your persona, to build your business. Today I'll be talking only about the emotions and the emotional intelligence. Now what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, if I say we need to define it, that means it is an ability to recognize and understand the emotions. Now these emotions is of your own and of the others. So once you know, you recognize and understand the emotion of yours and your others, you can use them for the awareness, for managing yourself, for managing your team, your relationships and the others. And this is what we'll be teaching to our student when I say emotional intelligence or emotional education needs to be the part of education system. No more esteem or STEM, it has to be esteem. Even the Aristotle said that anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry at the right person, to the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way is not within everybody's power and is not easy. So, this is what the emotional intelligence teaches. Once you know whom to be angry with, how much to be angry with, what is the reason to be angry, and even the Aristotle is talking about it, so you can imagine how old is the concept of emotional intelligence. It is not only about today that we are talking about it, but yes, in today's sense it has become more relevant. Daniel Goleman has talked about 5 skills for emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-regulation, self-motivation, social awareness, and relationship management. Now let us try to understand each of it. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is being aware of what emotions you are going through, what is something that is happening within you, to perceive your own emotions, to stay aware of the emotions that are happening within you. Even if today I ask you to write the emotions that you have, you will not be able to write more than 5 emotions, but there are many others. So to be conscious of your emotions is something which is required to manage your emotions. That is why Daniel Goleman started with the self-awareness. Now, how to be self-aware, how you can improve your self-awareness. There are various ways of doing it, and in the workshops I've been taking these. But one thing that I can tell you is see yourself who you are and what you think and feel, and watch your emotions like a hawk. Watch them carefully. Note it down what is happening and why it is happening. This will help you to understand your emotions in a better manner. Once you have understood your emotions, you need to manage your emotions. So the first and the best victory is to conquer the self. This is what Plato said. So conquering self is conquering the emotions, not to let it flow whenever whatever happens. You need to know when, how much, how, where you need to flow your emotions. Remember, whenever we say about self-regulation, most of the people think that being brave, not crying, not letting the emotions flow is self-regulation. No, it is not self-regulation. Self-regulation is not controlling your emotions. Self-regulation is knowing how much to let the flow, where to stop, how to move about it, how much is good for you. So you need to manage your emotional reactions to all the situations and people, and you need to be flexible in a positive sense so that you manage the emotions. You don't have to control the emotions. For this, you need to just identify what triggers your emotions. So whenever you feel that yes, I'm angry, this makes me frustrated, this makes me smile, like you need to identify the triggers and distinguish those triggers and situations. So once you identify your triggers, you can easily manage them. Third is self motivation. Now, it is not always that somebody comes and injects the motivation in you to work for something. At times, we are self motivated to get the things done. Now, this is something an entrepreneur also needs, because they need to be motivated to get the things done. Whereas the employee needs an external motivation by the boss to complete the task. And that is the difference between emotionally intelligent person and emotionally not so intelligent person. Emotionally intelligent person is aware of his own motivations. He keeps himself motivated. He knows where and how much to do, how he can motivate the self. Once you know the things that motivate you, you start working in the self-motivation direction. And the fourth is becoming socially aware. So it is not only about you know your own emotions. You need to know the emotions that other person is going through. You need to understand what is something that makes other feel or go through something. What is happening within the other person. So ability to accurately pick up the emotions of the other people is socially awareness. So you need to understand what other people are thinking, feeling, even if they don't tell you. If you can pick up those clues, that will make the difference. Those non-verbal clues that the other person give when they are not saying what they are feeling. You must have heard people saying, "Today you sound very low. What happened? Your face is not glowing as before." These are the clues that the other person take. These are the physical clues, and there can be the clues that others that you can take from reading between the lines, understanding what other people are going through. This self-awareness needs empathy, because my right is left. So if I say see towards my right, it means you need to see towards your left. And that is what empathy means, being able to understand the world, how it looks across the table, is something that socially aware person would know. A person who is empathetic enough would not say see towards my right, they would say see towards your left. Once we are able to understand the perspective of the other person and understand the world from their side, we'll be in a better situation to manage it and work it out. Now, to improve your self-awareness, what you can do is you can spend some extra time and observing and asking the questions. Not only asking the questions, prompting the people. Prompting means going in depth for the questions and not judging the people every time. So there are few people who simply judge. You don't have to be judging. Empathy does not mean you need to judge. You need to ask. You need to understand. That is called empathy. Last but not the least is managing the relationship. So relationship management is the ability to use your own awareness, the awareness of the other people, to manage the interaction that you have. People are neither wicked nor noble. They are simply like a mixture of all the grains coming together, and it depends what you pick up. It is the same way you need to use a clear language, communication to handle the conflict and to work out the things. And as an entrepreneur, that would be more useful for you, because in that case, it is not only about managing yourself and your network, but managing the people who are around you. That is also important. And for managing these relationships, you need to build the trust. And for building your trust, you need to work out whatever you say. You need to discover what is the role of emotions and playing your interactions with the other. In simple language, if I say, it is not only about what you say, it is also about what you listen, what you understand, and how you enact with it. And once you know how to manage these four things, you will be a better person, better entrepreneur, and better educated. Hope the concepts of emotional intelligence would give you some insight for your entrepreneurial journey as well, and we'll keep on talking about these in future as well. Be happy, be entrepreneurial, and live the life of abundance, emotionally intelligent abundance, and keep unboxing more and more of entrepreneurship for yourself so that you succeed in the ventures that you seek to do. If you like these videos, keep liking, subscribing, and following us, and don't forget to share it with your friends, families, and friends. Thank you.